Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're on the YouTube account. We are in chapter 46. Now over on the test server, we do have a delay in the, we got up the patch notes, but the patch is not actually going live till Sunday. So we actually have a couple days that is kind of in a lull right now, guys. We don't have that many events going on. Sacred Dawn, Wishfinder are complete, as well as the Beast entrance. We are waiting for the patch on that. Treasure Scramble, of course, we only have 2 more days. The Isle of Gold, when you have attempts to actually pillage, are up. Temporal Rift, we are waiting for a little bit more higher level badges in there, which means we have some time to get through the campaign, guys. Now, I have been grinding this out quite a bit. We just got into 46. We're going to continue today, guys, with more of 46. And of course, guys, they kick it off with the Thorn Cheese. It is literally the first formation that we have in here is the Thorn Cheese. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too many attempts in here to get this done. Undeniably, guys, this formation works so incredibly well with the Thorn Cheese. Is the reason that we do see it so much in here is, again, as much as I dislike this Thorn Cheese comp, it works. Even looking, so I got a lot of questions about the progression that we've been making. And really, there are 2 major factors when it comes to the campaign. And we've talked about this before a couple different times. Either one, you're going to utilize the meta comps. So when you look at the meta comps, we're talking about the Lucretia comp, the Ainz comp, the 5-pull, the Charmazard. You know, there are a couple different comps in here that are absolute meta comps within campaign formations, or you're going to wait till you get leveled up enough to overcome with other teams. So looking at even the first probably 8 available teams that are within this formation right here, all 7, all 8 formations that are available in here are this exact identical comp, running the Thorn Cheese till you get in higher level. When I look at the higher level comps, they have some of the invade teams. They have a couple different comps in there. And there we go, guys. Thorn gets it done. But there are a couple different comps in here, but they were level roughly 740 is what I was seeing in there. So they were a considerably higher level than where we are at right now, guys. I know Sonorez still kicking through here, a couple others, but again, when you look at the beginning, which is mainly Thorn Cheese, we do have the All Negrez combination. But then when you look at the end, this is what I'm talking about levels, guys. Even through here, running literally whatever, because this player came through this stage at level 775, so almost 100 levels higher than we are. Again, there's going to be a point where either you're going to utilize the meta comps that we're normally seeing within these formations, or you're going to gain levels and you're actually going to be able to just kind of over level or power level through the campaign stages. Now, again, there isn't a huge benefit with the campaign. And that is something, guys, that has really changed through AFK Arena through time. You know, probably what, a year or 2 years ago, the campaign was the primary focus. Everybody was focused into the campaign. The Temporal Rift was only a little side thing that we did when that was introduced. But when it came to the Cursed Realm and the Twisted Realm, those 2 specific game modes are really what changed the campaign, guys. They are 2 game modes that you get an absolute incredible amount of loot on. So what we're seeing now is there's kind of a shift in the dynamic, and I wanted to talk about this again. I get a ton of questions about it. There's almost a shift in the dynamic with building heroes that are the priority for either the campaign, or building the heroes that are the priority for the Twisted Realm and the Cursed Realm. And again, the Cursed Realm and Twisted Realm on rotations are providing a much higher return than what players are doing within the campaign stages. So what we're actually seeing is a lot of players that are going through the campaign stages are actually hitting, I believe it is finishing chapter 41, so you can maximize the treasure that you're getting out of the Misty Valley. Because again, the Misty Valley is very loot heavy, but they're going to a certain point again within the campaign progression just to hit the point of being able to get the Misty Valley loot. Once they hit that chapter 41 completion, they're not doing the Misty Valley, or they're not doing the campaign anymore. So again, it's going back to players that are not even utilizing the campaign game mode because again, the rewards are not there. When you get to a certain point within the campaign, you're not going to see a lot of benefit. And again, that is where I feel like a lot of players are kind of falling into, is pretty minimal benefit when you're coming through the actual campaign, pretty minimal rewards again when it is coming to, you know, pushing, I mean, really spending the time and effort to push through the campaign. The reward is not there. That again is unfortunately what we're seeing at this point, is a lot of players are just pushing through the campaign because either one, there's not really a lot to do within AFK Arena. Once you go through and do the dailies, go through a, you know, push where you can within a couple different game modes, that's pretty much it. If you're a player that runs, you know, one single account, you're not spending an exorbitant amount of time in this game when you get to a point. And I also have to stress that, guys, is once you get to a point, there's not going to be, again, an exorbitant amount of things to do within AFK Arena. It is just going to be come in, you know, you do all your dailies, you do what you can. Even right now, guys, through the couple events that we have going on right now, once the event is complete, that's it. The event is complete. Once you know, level up or do whatever you need to for the day, one single account, guys, is really the way to go. And that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing a lot more on just running one single account, for the simple fact that I can make more progression. I can actually push through here. And guys, we are getting through here. I love the Leonardo da Vinci. That combination that we just seen right there works incredibly well. And of course, this one, guys, we have the 5 pull with the Thorn Cheese. We cannot have Thorin die first. Again, these battles are very, very RNG. We see it time and time again, guys. But again, they're very RNG on if Thorin's going to die. This one particularly, especially when it comes to heroes like Flora. Again, there's a big RNG factor in this. And even there, guys, Kelthar has to die. So what you can actually do, because I do have Kelthar built up a little bit within this one, is if you change the targeting, you'll actually see it'll change what is going on within the formation. I hope it will work as intended, guys, because if we come in here and we actually go to a hero like Kelthar, remove all of his gear, take everything off of him, now it changes the dynamic of the formation. And again, a lot of players wonder why this Thorin Cheese doesn't work. This one, Kelthar is getting banished. This is one, again, it's going to be difficult to do within this one, for the simple fact of Kelthar. Kelthar getting the banish means that Kelthar is the strongest hero in here, which also means that Kelthar is not going to be able to kind of perform the cheese as it is intended. So I'm hoping, again, this RNG factor is going to be in here. We can check out these other formations. This one, Lucretia, guys, and of course, Namora being in here requires 9 of 9 furniture. There's nothing you can do in this formation. As far as Namora, she does require that 9 of 9 furniture because that gives her the Beguile ability right off the bat. Again, you can see some of the RNG factor in here. You just have to get it to click. Once it works, once it clicks, you know, even Lucretia dying right off the bat, there's a big RNG factor when it comes to these battles, guys. This is one reason why a lot of players don't like doing the campaign, is the time and effort, again, that it takes to make progression. But we're going to try to stick to one boss fight at least every day, guys. If I can get Halos to actually die a little bit faster from Cecilia, it'll buff up Lucretia to where we need. And there we go. Everyone died on that one, which means RNG takes over. Lucretia gets it done, guys. Very, very easy when it works as intended. This one, of course, Olnegrez within this formation. Now, this one used to run Pharrell. If you guys remember old meta formations, before we had Scarlet, before we had this lineup, this always ran Pharrell with the damage that Scarlet puts out, with the damage that Grez puts out. Really replaced Pharrell in his entirety, guys. I haven't even seen in a long time when Pharrell was actually in this formation. It's been that long, guys. And again, it does have an RNG factor, but the damage that Scarlet puts out is just broken within these formations, guys. Then, of course, running the fluff ball right back here takes off the negative effects. So this is actually a very, very powerful and I believe kind of overlooked pet because of removing the effects. Has a big, big impact in a lot of different game modes, guys. Look at the RNG factor here. Again, just got to get the targets down. We have one left and we get it down. So we're going to have to stick with the Thorn Cheese, guys. Again, I might have to change up this formation based on our Awakened Heroes. I'm going to have to change it up a little bit to get this one to work, but I absolutely want to get this one done. And again, the Cathar Banish is not going to work here. So again, we're going to have to play around with this formation, but we can get it work, guys. We can get this formation to work. Again, might take a little bit of RNG, but let's see what we can do with this one. I'm going to give it one more try, and then I'll see what auto can do. And again, with Cathar getting banished, it's not going to work like that. All right, guys, it took a little while, but there we go. 46-4 is completely done, guys. Thorn Cheese, of course, again, just a big, big RNG aspect in here, but almost 51 billion damage. And again, looking at level deficiencies, guys, we are starting to get much, much higher as we continue our progression through here. Want to try to complete at least one of these boss stages every day, which means 46 should last a couple weeks. I'm including the live stream until we get into 47. Now, of course, also making progression in here, guys. We are picking up some more AFK loot, so definitely worth getting the loot in here. But that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.